So today I'm going to be walking through how I turned a Elmer Plushie into a handbag. I did this in the easiest way possible, so it is a really simple process and you can definitely repeat this with any other kind of plushie. So let's get on with the tutorial. So these are the main three things that I'm going to be using. I bought a chain for the strap. I just got this from Amazon. I got a little toiletry bag that I can put inside, and that's got a zip that I can just sew in place. Again, I got that from Amazon. And then I have my Elmer, which I'm going to be turning into my bag. So I'm going to start by unpicking this seam along the back. So I'm just going to cut open this seam here. I try and make it as long as it needs to be for this bag. So I think that should be about big enough. So I'm going to start to pull some of the stuffing out now. I'm not going to pull all of it out because I want to keep a good amount in the legs and probably the face as well to make sure that it keeps its shape. So now that I've pulled enough stuffing out, I'm going to try and place this bag inside. And then I'm going to go in with some more of this stuffing and kind of stuff it around the bag, just to get it the right shape that I want. I want to make sure that it can still stand up on its own. So now that I've just added the stuffing where I want it, I'm going to start to sew this bag in place. So I'm just going to kind of fold this fabric in on itself and then sew it around the edge of the zip, just making sure you don't get too close to the zip because the fabric will get caught. So I'm just doing a very basic running stitch along the edge of the zip. So I'm just folding that under and then doing a running stitch along. So I'm going to do that for the whole length of the zip. So I'm going to go all around here and then I'll show you how that looks afterwards. So I've just finished one side and I'm moving on to the other. I just thought you'll be able to see it a little bit easier on this side. So I'm just coming through the toiletry bag just under the zip and then placing a stitch through that fabric and then just keep going, just leaving a little gap between each stitch. It's not the easiest fabric to go through, the fabric that this toiletry bag's made out of, so it's a little bit tough on the needle. Literally just doing a running stitch along the length of the zip. So I've just finished sewing that zip in place. It's not perfect, but it will do the job. And now I just need to add something to be able to attach the chain to. So I'm just going to take a piece of fabric like this, fold it in half, and then sew down this edge. And then once I turn that to the right side out, I can sew it onto here. So I've just got my two pieces here. So I've just got my two pieces here that I'm going to use to attach the chain. So I'm just going to hand sew these onto the bag. I think I'm just going to do them just over each end of the zip. So for this one, I'm going to sew this end just above this zip here, and then I'm going to fold it round and sew that end underneath there as well. So that way you've got a kind of loop, but it's also going to be kind of hidden where the stitching is because it's going to be underneath. I'm going to do that just at the top of the zip and down here as well. So I've got one at both ends. So this is how it looks with the loops added. You can see I've just sewn in there. It's not neat, but it doesn't have to be. And then there's the one at the front of the head. So now I just need to add the chain. And the chain I bought has these clips on either end, so super easy to attach. So I'll just clip that one on that side. And that one on that side, and then the bag is done.